Well, hello, you guys. Welcome to the corner where we talk about anime, manga, and everything in between. Today we were going to talk about Pokemon Generations, but instead I started doing the video about Pokemon Generations, and I ended up just talking about Pokemon in general. So this is going to be an episode on what Pokemon has become and what people are really wanting from Pokemon in the first place. As we can see throughout the years, Pokemon has become an icon, an iconic thing in our culture. We have Pikachu, we have Ash. They are very iconic in the Pokemon series itself, and people will see them and be like, hey, look, it's Ash. Oh, it's Soto. Or just whatever the name is in any other country. Or, hey, Pikachu, because Pikachu is the same in all countries, apparently. So, the thing is with with the series itself, Pokemon itself, the animated series has always been based off of Ash and Pikachu. It's always been that situation where it goes around in circles over and over again. And I think that's where people get really annoyed and it just stifles when it's just really stifling when it really comes down to it. It's not something that really can appeal to somebody multiple times without a change in the situation. They've gained this formula where, yes, Ash goes out on a new adventure to conquer the League, and along the way, he accidentally breaks a girl's bike, and she ends up traveling with her, the love interest, in other words, and then he meets up with a gym leader who sees his experience and loves to be around him and wants to see him evolve as a trainer himself, because Ash has a unique ability to think outside the box when it comes to Pokemon training and battles in general. He takes what he learns and he makes it into something completely different type of situation. But you can only do that formula so many times, and they had it right the first time when they were doing the original Pokemon seasons. Indigo, I must say, even though I was born in the Indigo, the first generation, technically I was born Generation 0, and so on and so forth, but the first generation Pokemon seasons were the best when it came down to a storyline aspect. It came from him being in Indigo, going to the Orange Islands, up into Johto, with the same people, while still meeting new people along the way. He had a storyline. He had something that made him evolve as a trainer, and you could see it happening. He had a clear-cut goal. But when you start flipping out from Johto to Hoenn, you get Brock comes back, yes, for more of an idealistic type of point of view, but it changes completely. He no longer has that experience he had back in Johto, Indigo, and the Orange League. He is no longer the champion of the Orange League. He is no longer the person with that amount of experience. He is now back to level 1. He is now inexperienced to the situations at hand and can get beaten by a Bellsprout. This stuff continues to baffle me throughout the whole season, the whole series in general, going from May to Dawn to I can't think of all the girls' names at the moment, I'm sorry. But him going from place to place, getting rid of Brock after a certain point, and sending him back to the Indigo League, Kanto, to get all that his stuff situated and becoming the gym leader he's supposed to be. The storyline continues on, and there are still moments in time where you can see a glimpse of what it used to be. And that's normally when it reaches the end, when he's in the Elite Four. And sometimes the Elite Four just becomes a giant joke, and he's getting raped by mythical creatures that shouldn't be able to be captured like that, because it's the Pokemon world, and Latios should not be caught. Okay, I'm done. Anyways, and Darkrai. Not the point. don't even get to see the rest of his Pokemon team. You just get to see those two legendaries. You get to see those pseudo legendaries. You get to see what happens in that instance, what's going on, how it happened, and why Ash gets beaten to a pulp. Okay, this happens over and over again. Ash got ripped out of that league justly. He not even justly, unjustly. He got ripped out of that league, and there should have been a restriction on the Pokemon carried in the Pokemon League itself. The Pokemon League should have restricted any Pokemon that could be considered legendary or pseudo-legendary in the first place. Any mythical creature, mythical Pokemon that have should not be used like Regice or Registeel type of situations. Um, it's just one of those things that kind of should have been put in place in the first place. Like back in the Battle Frontier when Articuno was used, and it wasn't even captured. He was just friends with the Battlehead, and Ash was actually going to be a Frontier Brain as well. He was offered the position of Frontier Brain. That showed an evolution in the anime as well, and it still had Brock and Misty, if I remember correctly, or was it Brock and May? Oh God, I forgot. I think it was Brock and May, wasn't it? It was Brock and May. So I guess Hoenn did have some revitalizing points into it, I guess. But that's not the point. I divulge. The whole thing that really in turn makes the anime a great anime was the storyline in the first place. The evolution of Ash, and not the re-evolution of Ash, not the re-doing of Ash, from novice to champion, from one point to another point. I mean, in every season that we see, it changes from what he actually does. And that is one of the biggest things when it comes down to it. He changes in each league. He doesn't use old techniques. He barely can fight off a starter Pokemon with his Pikachu, and he doesn't even seem to change. And when it came to Black and White, it got more serious. Team Rocket got more serious. People started watching Team Rocket's being serious type of situation. They were badass. They came back. They were awesome in that situation, all the way up to the end. And then they finally were like, we enjoy following Ash. We enjoy being the comic relief type of situation. And they went back to it. But it showed their expertise. It showed that there was more behind Team Rocket than what there was before. That Team Rocket is actually good, and they are Team Rocket for a reason, and that's why they don't get fired. It's because of their experience. And then we start flipping into X and Y. We start X, Y, and Z, and we start hitting more serious points in the whole anime itself. We hit Ash becoming a main character once again. We hit a storyline prospect. We hit a past friend. A past friend who Ash knew when he was a kid shows up in this season. And the viewing rates go up. People enjoyed it because there was a storyline to it. There was something to be had. There was something there. You had something, and it brought more to the table than what was there before. It put smiles on people's faces. Everybody was cheering for Ash once again. Ash, Ash, Ash. Ash can do it. He's going to win a championship for once. He is in the top 2. He's going to do it. Type of thing. It really excites you. It brings you up, and you're just like, come on! And you just want it to happen. And then they hit the point where Ash doesn't win the Elite Four in this situation. He does not win. He does not become the champion of the league. But it doesn't feel like a repeat. It feels more satisfying that Ash didn't lose over bullshit. Ash didn't lose because of his inexperience in the situation. Ash was battling at full experience. Ash was battling with the experience that he's gained throughout the generations. He was actually fighting with a team he's kept through the whole league. It gave more of a justification aspect to it. Like, you saw his rival. You saw him. You saw how much more talented he was when it came down to it, and how Ash was working towards that point. Ash and Greninja just becoming stronger as a team as they worked their way through the league. With their inexperience was the only thing that cost them, and it was an epic battle in the end. It was a battle to be talked about for years. This battle continued to amaze as time went on. The aspect of Greninja and Charizard's Mega Evolution, the Mega Greninja Mega Charizard type situation, them fighting back and forth, and it coming down to pretty much one last hit. It was literally down to the wire in this and the whole situation. We got to see Ash use Pikachu in a great way, using actual defects in the Pokemon themselves to gain an edge on the battlefield, and showing that his battle style is worth looking at. It gave a sense of meaning. And then they flip into uh, the whole what Team Flare was doing, and how they got the Z project up and running, and how Ash has to overcome a lot, and him being pinpointed by Team Flare's boss himself. Him trying to seeing Ash as the pinnacle of Mega Evolution in the first place, which actually I think we can safely call Burst Evolution in the end. But these situations just emphasize the series itself. Ash getting kissed in the very end, the love relationship actually taking off for once, and her disappearing. It was all there. It had something. And then we get Aloha. Yes, I know, guys, this has been a very long video. Then we get Aloha, though. We get Aloha, a anime that changed their whole appearance from an anime-ish look with great anime situations and everything like that, to a cartoon. To the cartoon. Ash no longer looks like a challenging figure in the situation. He no longer looks the part that he should look. It's like they trashed a whole season just to go back to a cartoon. Something that's less expensive. Something that's they could probably just keep drawing over and over and over again without spending a lot of money. It's like they don't, through all the money that they make, they go back to something expensive like this. Ash with, what the heck is going on with Ash? Seriously. And Pikachu, I guess I can understand them making a joke about him going on a vacation, then joining the league at the Hawaii place, but it's still a cartoon. They even, from what I've watched for the first few episodes in the first place, Team Rocket never showed up. They got rid of the base. They keep taking bits and pieces away from the anime itself and just making it about Ash and Pikachu. And soon, it comes to mind that, what do they plan on doing after that? Are they just planning on ripping the anime up completely and replacing Ash altogether? Just to finish it off? Just be done with it? Because that's what it seems like they're trying to do. Just get rid of the anime and go on to more profitable aspects, which the games are very profitable in the first place. But the anime itself is obviously not going to end, because that's their point of sell. That's where they can introduce new Pokemon that they haven't introduced yet, where they can throw movies together from where they need to be, and that comes to thought in mind as well. What's going to be going on with the Aloha movies as well? Is Ash still going to be in that cartoony look, or is he going to be in his original anime look? What's going to happen here? The evolution of Pokemon the series has taken a lot of ups and downs and has different fans reasons to watch and reasons to look away. The biggest aspect and point is that it seems that more fan-made animes pop up. Pokemon Origin, which was a really good anime series in general. The aspect of doing the storyline in an anime point of view through a game's perspective, save, continue type situation, it gave you something to watch. It gave you something to see all the way up until 151st Pokemon when he's like, wait, there's 151? And then he has to go searching for Mew. Then we hit Generations, which is in the same type of art style and the same type of situations. It's about the game itself and the happenings that happen in it. The main characters that show up, maybe not fully, but in shadows. It shows a more serious outlook on Pokemon that people are striving to get in the first place. Because it wouldn't be too bad to have an actual serious anime for Pokemon for once. It wouldn't be too bad at all. Having something that actually has a plot point, have a reason to be there, and have reason to watch. Unlike, you can skip a few seasons and not miss a thing. And I think that's what fans are really trying to drive the nail into anymore. They want something more serious, and when they delivered, they took it away. And even though the games will probably keep making a lot of money, the anime will probably start dying down. There will be diehards that will continue to watch, like I know my ex loves the series, and anytime I bring up something new about Pokemon that I've already watched, she's like, I haven't gone that far, don't talk about it, no, no, no. And I'm like, well, you aren't going to want to watch it after you start watching Aloha. And she's like, no, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And yeah, it's just something that I think that she's just going to keep watching it no matter what. But those diehards will always watch what they find one of the favorite things to watch, one of the favorite animes, games, or anything like that. And if they're trying to get to the younger generation and appeal to them in a better way, my nephews themselves love Pokemon, and they didn't love it because of Aloha. Even my nephews, who are 7 and 6 years old, fans of Pokemon, fans of playing the Pokemon games, fans of playing the Pokemon card game itself, state that Aloha is just stupid. Like, they don't enjoy it. It's not something that really appeals to them at all, because the original reason they started watching was because of XYZ. And XYZ was so in-depth that they really did enjoy it over something that they didn't enjoy at all. But anyways, those were my thoughts on Pokemon Generation and what I've noticed throughout the years when it comes down to it. I know this video is a little long, and it took a long time to explain just because of the series itself and how far it's come. What's happened through the series itself. It's not something I can actually explain within a 5-minute video. So if you guys have made it to this point, I congratulate you for listening, and I'm glad you guys listened in. It's something that's been bugging me for a while, and I've wanted to do a video about it. I will be getting the Sun and Moon video games here soon, and I will be playing through them because I do enjoy the games a lot. I have played a little bit, a little demo before it came out. I actually got a demo for it, and it was pretty interesting, except for the extra move. If I remember correctly, there was a burst move, but I think it's what they were calling it or something. But it was fairly interesting to watch. Or was that in the anime? I don't remember. It was in the anime. That's right. I didn't play the demo. No, I didn't. I didn't play the demo. I haven't played the demo at all. It was the anime. I mixed the anime up with the game. That's how bad that is. But their burst skills or something like that with a little duel. Yeah. So I thought it was just going to be burst evolution, but it looks like they're just using those as a charge ability for a 5th move. so they can put a fifth move into it, which is an ultimate move that they in turn tried to change the schematic of the Pokemon games itself. I'm going to play it because I'm a diehard fan of the games, and I love playing new Pokemon games. I've literally been avoiding every Sun and Moon game content on YouTube because I don't want to watch it until I play the game and feel it for myself and catch those Pokemon. There's that feeling of catching new Pokemon that just gets you type of situation. Kind of like when I'm playing any other game like Digimon or something like that, because I love those games as well, which I'm going to be continuing on that. Anyways, that was fairly interesting though. Like I said, I'm sorry for the length of this video. That's just something I need to get off my chest. Hey guys, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you press the like button below. If you have any comments, the same thing goes for there. Leave your comment below. If you guys have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys press the subscribe button right over here. And my latest videos are right over here if you want to continue on my reviews. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day and a fun one.